2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time to kick off the finale of the Bluff Championship. Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elvey. It's great to have your company as always. Alongside me is Rich Beam, and out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, who'll be following all the action. The course looks pristine, the crowd is buzzing, and we're glad you've joined us for this exciting day on the course. Let's get down to the first hole. As we settle in to follow our featured player, there's a rumour that this rookie on tour has started up some kind of rivalry with someone else. Henny Koyak is on the ground. Henny, do you have any more information for us?
I am astounded that this featured player wants to take down none other than Tom Kim. He is one of the bright young stars on tour, big bubbly personality, but the talent is top tier. And, well, there is no better way to build your confidence than if you can possibly take down Tom Kim.
Oh, we always love to get the gossip on the ins and outs of players and their rivalries. Henny, thanks for that information. We'll be keeping an eye on this one closely. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
The perfect leave. Uphill, right to left.
Oh, that's a good line. Ooh.
That was long range for him. That's good stuff.
Starting the round at even par.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
And a very familiar sight, Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard. The second at Central Otago, Rich, is a par 5, which players feel like they'll be able to get there in 2, but they've still got to be very accurate.
They do. Some trees lining both the left and right sides of the fairway. The fairway does pinch in, so the bigger hitters need to worry about that. The second shot, though, back up the hill ever so slightly to a green that sits well above you. Massive outcropping of rocks on the right-hand side short, but anything missing long and left goes down to a really low valley area.
Well, Rich, you're one of the rare people to have ever beaten Tiger Woods in his prime. In fact, I think he held all 4 major trophies when you beat him there at Hazeltine in 2002. But you got 1 up against him, but he got 100 up against everyone. Well, what was it like playing against the legendary Tiger Woods?
It's almost hard to describe, Luke, because, you know, he had this following that was unlike any other. And you knew when you were playing with him that of the 30,000 people that were following his group, 29,998 were rooting for him because your wife and her friend were following you.
And even sometimes they were probably cheering for him as well.
And they were kind of looking at you, watching him as well. I'll never forget playing with him in Chicago one year. We both made the cut on the number. I was ecstatic. He would not so much. And we get to the tee, and it must have been 8:30-ish in the morning. I mean, it was still fairly early doors. And I walk up to the first tee, and I knew what it was going to be like. But the stands behind the tee box were packed. Both sides of the fairway were jam-packed. And I just walked up, and there's probably, I don't know, I'm going to say 500 people in the stands behind the first tee. And I walk up, and really loudly I go, "Hey, glad you're all out to come watch me play golf today." And they all laughed. I mean, they all laughed in unison because, like they're looking through their thing. Like, who is this guy again?
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Oh, the breeze has just got up. You see where the flags are flickering, and it's straight back up into this player.
Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this. Henny's down there. You got a read?
Right to lefter, up the hill. Can be positive with this one. Yep, that works. Nicely done.
That's a solid par. Checking the scoreboard now, and this player currently sits alongside Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard. The 4th hole is a lengthy par 3 requiring a very accurate long iron.
That bunker fronting the green is not in play. It's just there for aesthetics. Get you thinking a little bit. Anything missed out to the right is going to run all the way down into a really steep hollow. Difficult to get it up and down from there. Bailing out to the left is the proper miss.
His second shot here. Currently tied for the lead. How close was that to going in? There's 17 feet remaining to the hole.
This for par.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And he'll drop down the leaderboard after that effort. Rich, how good is it the PGA Tour has gone to venues like this? This fifth hole, a strong par 4.
It is. This is an amazing hole. Rock outcroppings both left and right off the tee from there. And just a pencil-like green in the distance. You've got a lot of danger out to the right-hand side. If you make 4 here, you're pleased.
Well, this is what you call an underdog. But the PGA Tour, we've seen plenty of those underdogs get up and win. Do you think this player's got what it takes?
The PGA Tour is full of underdogs that can flat out play, Luke. This is just another one of those scenarios. This player is someone to watch.
Going with the 7. Oh, that's carrying a bit too much speed.
Man, that was unlucky. Just getting into the first cut.
This would be a great up and down. This is a fairly lengthy putt here. Let's return to live play now. Well, this would be a great par putt if you can make this. John, have you got a good read on this one?
I think this one is going to move to the left.
Appears to have overcooked this one. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. And that putter's hold, and that means it's back-to-back bogeys, unfortunately.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
The 6th hole is yet another strong par 4, Rich.
Yes, just that lone bunker down the right-hand side can only usually be reached when the hole is playing directly downwind. So anything shy of that is good off the tee. The second shot here, we've got a multitude of rock outcroppings there on the left-hand side, protecting any wayward shots. Bailing out to the right is the play.
And taking aim from around 100 yards here. Only a few shots off the pace. And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. A spot in the top 5 on the line here. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
18-footer here is what he's facing.
Oh, what a putt. Well, that's a lovely way to make a move into the top 5. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. As we get to the 7th tee at Central Otago, Rich, there's a bit of a decision to be made off the tee shot.
Not for me. I'm taking driver out every day. Downwind, I can fly that rock outcropping. Into the wind, I need driver just to get to it. Second shot again to a green that's long and surrounded by humps and hollows everywhere. This is a beauty.
Playing from around 110 yards out.
Breeze straight into him.
That's the common mistake, hitting it out to the left. It's a little wayward.
Yeah, wind took that one offline in a hurry.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Good opportunity here to move into a tie for third. This one's for bogey. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. The 8th at Central Otago is a really long and strong par 3, Rich.
But it gives you a great bailout area on the right-hand side. You miss it out there, all of a sudden it could kick off that bank back onto the green. But if you get greedy and you miss this green to the left, you're going to have a challenging up and down from a low area.
And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot, but some work to do, however. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt goes downhill and breaks to the right.
That one's going to turn out pretty well, I think.
It was a slippery putt coming up down the hill, so not too surprised to see this one coming up short.
And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. The closing hole of the front 9, Rich, is a really strong par 5.
It is straight away. Just some trees down the right-hand side that must be avoided. From there, second shot goes into a green that is severely elevated. It's got runoffs going every single direction. If you have just a twinge of nerves in your chipping, you're really not going to like it around this green.
That one just had a little bit too much speed to it. Ow! That was close. Well, this would be a good putt to make, and with it, a share of third spot. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Step aside, gents. This man's marching into the top 5. And Rich, as we make the turn, I'm interested in your thoughts on this player's performance so far.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Left nothing in the tank on that one. That was pummeled. Oh my God, Rich. I don't even know who this player is. Look at this performance.
Kind of coming out of nowhere. But that's what makes this game so great, isn't it? Everybody loves a Cinderella story.
And he's safely on the green. Chance to get one under the card with this putt. And he's down there. You got a read?
This is a big old left-to-righter.
Just a short putt remaining here. There he is, the Olympic gold medalist Justin Rose on top here in this tournament. The 11th is the longest hole at Central Otago, measuring 593 yards.
This is a whopper of a par 5. Only the longest in the game are going to get there in 2. Treat on the right-hand side. That's a great aiming point. For the layup, you're going to have to be mindful of some rocks short of the green. And then the third shot from there, better watch your spin. Anything coming up short right is going to fall well shy of the green.
Well, that's a handy shot. And here we are with the third shot. Only 2 shots off the pace. And now this to move into a tie for second place. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 1 under. Well, I like the look of the 12th hole at Central Otago, Ridge. A short one, which I'm sure some big hitters are going to want to try and take on.
And they should or could be able to, depending on the winds. If not, just bail out to the right-hand side just a little bit and look at this green. It works in from both left and the right-hand side. This is almost a gimme birdie.
Let's check in with Tom Kim, shall we?
Don't stop now. Keep on.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Time for the second shot at the 12th. And he's eyeing this one to take sole possession of the lead. Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And that will move him into first place as well. Now leading by 1 shot. The 13th at Central Otago is a par 4 and another quality 2-shotter.
Tee shot, you want to aim it at those rock outcroppings and go ahead and hit yourself a nice little firm draw out there. Find the heart of the fairway. Second shot, also you want to favor the right-hand side. Near those rocks is anything missing down to the left-hand side. Should be, might be, probably will be a certain bogey.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
And from about 105 yards.
Needs this to kick a bit left. Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've got an old double breaker here. It's going to go left to begin with and then right.
This one's heading on a pretty nice line, I feel. That's very well judged. Inside the range.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. The 14th hole is a par 3, Rich, but the tee shot really requires some sense and sensibility.
This is a cool feature because the green runs from right to left, helping a draw, but almost repelling a fade, it seems like. You really got to be smart on your club selection here, and as always, you've got to be mindful of the wind.
Oh, that looked so good off the club. A perfect little fade. Nicely done. putting for birdie here. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And he moves to 3 under with that one. And he's now the solo leader in this event. Stop me if you've heard this before, but there seems to be a few rocky outcrops on this.
Luke, that's what I love about this golf course, is because we don't have too many hazards. We have rocks. That's what Mother Nature gave us. Again, when you look at this par 5, it just screams beauty from tee shot all the way up to the green. Just that one lone bunker on the right-hand side, which could see a fair bit of action with players' second shots, but is a very user-friendly green.
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
And he's down there. You got to read.
From the get-go, this is a big left-to-right breaker.
So close. Some timely birdies being put on the board by this player.
And anything can happen down the stretch. Let's see what takes place.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. 16 at Central Otago is the final par 3 on the course. Rich?
Yes, again, we have the rock outcroppings on the left-hand side, the bunker on the right. But as you can see, there's a massive false front, short and right, you want no part of. You're going to have to favor the left side, but don't catch the rocks.
Trying to get to 5 under with this putt. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This putt is around 32 feet.
Well, that one's come off the blade with intent. And that should secure the par on this one. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. As we near the conclusion of our round, Rich, 17 requires a shot we haven't seen yet on the course.
We haven't. I love this fairway. It cambers both right and left into the center of the fairway, but the second shot right here sits well below the fairway, hidden by these rock outcroppings. So a blind second shot to a tiny green. This is just a wonderful, wonderful par 4.
Well, a little off the target with that one.
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Just 3 feet to the cup.
This for par.
Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. And Rich, as we arrive at the final hole here at Central Otago, I'm a little upset because it's been just a stunning days out.
Yeah, the largest fairway on the golf course here. So tee it high and let it fly. Second shot plays back uphill ever so slightly. 2 bunkers protecting the front right portion of this green, but you do have a little bit of help from the left-hand side.
Okay, I didn't see that from the rough. Got the muscles out there. Great shot from the lie.
He has this putt in front of him to finish with a clubhouse lead. Oh, this putt will be a good one to hold for a round of 68. The putt drops, and this player is finished for the day. And Rich, Even without the win, it's fair to say this is a big-time week for this player.
It was a lot of fun to watch, wasn't it, Luke? I got to say, I think everybody in the tournament was rooting for this player to get the victory. Unfortunately, not to be, but what a great week for this player. Love it.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.